Hey, hey, hey. Duffers. Come on in here, Duffers. Duffers, Duffers, Duffers. What are you doing to me? You, Duffers, you. Everybody, come on in here for some duff. But don't give me any guff. You can give me some duff, but don't give me any guff. That'd be a good ad for Duff beer. I don't want any guff. I just want some duff. Okay, so let us get started here, folks, because it's time. We got some duffing to do. So this is mandolin for Duffers every Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. Or if you're out east, it could be afternoon already, but that's okay. Hey, you know what? I got to make a short announcement, though. Ring this little bell. Hope that's not too loud for everybody. Since August 1st, I have 10 new patrons on my Patreon channel. Robert, Linda, David, Shanty, Jim, Colleen, Claire, Charles, Joseph, and overnight, Rita. Come on in here. I'm so glad to have you. They're subscribers at patreon.com/Charlie Walden. You can be too. Go figure it out. Go look at it. See what you think. Man, it's a happening place. All right, let's get started here. Last time so far we've played some scales. We played some arpeggios. We've learned some chords. This is lesson 5. We've played 2 tunes. We're starting on a third. I'm going to give you a fourth today, and I'm going to give you some new scale work to do. So let's start right in with our scale work. Why don't we here? So I'm just going to play, and we're learning tremolo too. Man, this is all-inclusive course, I'm telling you. So we're going to start in right here, like that. Dun, dun. We're going to alternate our pick. G scale, open G, ready, play. Hear my foot tapping twice? That's how fast we're going. Do it again. I would say the names of the notes. Here we go. G, A, B, C, open D, E, F sharp, G, A, C, B, C, D, open E, E, F sharp, G, A, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, open A, G, F sharp, E, open D, C, B, A, G. Okay, now, arpeggio. Remember, any arpeggio is the notes of the chord, or the scale we're in, or whatever, playing the first, third, and fifth scale degrees. So, here we go. So we're going to play all the G's, B's, and D's from here up to here. 2 beats for each. G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, G, D, B, G, D, B, G. So it should, you want to get to where you can go. And then. Like dead cold, right? Okay, so now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a little exercise I call 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go, so if it starts out, we're going to play, we're going up a third actually and back 1 note. So it's like G to B, then A to C, then B to D. We're only playing the notes in the G scale Okay, but we're going up 2, back 1, up 2, back 1. It's a little tricky for you maybe at first, so I'm going to demonstrate. Play along if you can. So it's, now again, let's talk about how important the scales and arpeggios are. Friends, if you're playing fiddle music or any kind of, traditional Western, bluegrass, country, whatever, you're going to be encountering tunes that contain scales and arpeggios and these little scale patterns. Okay, so that's why we practice these, because then when we come to them in the course of playing or learning a tune, we just go bam, and we just play it, right? So like we invest a little in the front end, and we gain a lot coming out. So let me see here. I got a little allergy thing going on with my eye here this morning. What is going on? There we go. Oh, that's better. Woo. Okay, a little sip of coffee. Hope you're having your morning coffee, or if it's after if the sun. What do they say? The sun is past the yard arm. You know what to do when the sun gets past the yard arm. All right, so let us continue now. I'm glad people aren't chatting because that means they're playing. They're paying close attention. Okay, here we go. So it's G to B, A to C, B to D, C to E, D to F sharp, E to G. Let's just try that first little bit. And remember on the G and D strings, remember it's this finger pattern right here where the 2 middle fingers are together, right? Okay, so here we go, because that's how we play the scale, right? Okay, so let's try it again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like what I'm hearing. Keep going. Remember now on the A and E string, it's this pattern of the fingers, right? Like that, right? So I'm gonna start right here. I'm starting on F sharp here. So if I'm going 2 up in the scale and 1 back, the next note is open A. F sharp, A, G, B, A, C natural, B, D, C, E, D, F sharp, open E, G, F sharp, A, G, B. Okay, so we went. Okay, now from there we're going to go down. So this time we're going to go down 2 and up 1. So we're going to go back 2 steps and up 1, right? Forward 1, back 2. It's like a dance move, you know. I can do my TikTok dance with that. Okay, so here we go. So start here on this B. Sorry, hang on a little. Okay, so it's a mandolin. It's out of tune, right? That's the nature of the beast. Okay, so start here on this 4th finger. 4th. I know some people have trouble with that little 4th finger, but let's do the best we can. If you want to shift, you can play it with your 3rd, but then you have to shift down. That's a little harder, I think. Let's try using our 4th finger for right now. Although in the mandolin, we do end up playing ultimately a lot in 3rd and 2nd position, but we're not doing that yet. So. Start right up here. B, G, A, F sharp, G, E, F sharp, D, D, okay, sorry, E, C, D, B, C, A, B, G, A, F sharp, G, E, F sharp, D, E, C, open D, B on the G string, C, A, B, G. See, I'm so used to playing it, I can't play it slow. Okay, so that you're going to want to come back on the video and listen, and play, and try and get that little pattern down, right? Hey, you know what? I've got to tell you something. It's almost 10 minutes into the lesson, so I've got to say, if you're watching this in archive, I've got to say hasta luego to people who are not members of the Patreon, patreon.com/Charlie Walden, because if this were, now you're watching it live, stay with me because the lesson's going to finish, no problem, just like you're at somebody's house taking a workshop. But if you're watching it in archive, this is where the lesson ends, right here. So, see, you're going to see this now. Oh, man, you're ripping me off. You're ripping me off. You want me to, that's it? What? Shame on you. And so you got to go back to patreon.com/Charlie Walden and become a subscriber, which most of the people I see here in the chat line today are subscribers. So here we are. We're back to this now. All right, so that was our new scale thing. So now we've got 3 things to work on when we're playing our scales, right? We've got the just the straight G scale. We've got the G arpeggio, which is a scale of the notes of the chord, and now we've got this 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or as we're coming down, it's 2 steps back and 1 step forward. So I want you to practice that, okay? Try to get that down, and just learn to do it by ear, you know. And I was saying the notes for you. Just loop that part, you know, and etc. Okay. Now last time, remember, we talked about our chords. We played this G chord, right? Which is open D, open G, open D, first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, right? Of the E string, sorry. And then we got our C, where we just take that pattern and move it over. Okay, and if you haven't sorted this out yet, too, I know people who play the fiddle know this, but also we need to know it about the mandolin, is that when we have these little tasty 2-note and 3-note chord holds we make, if they're movable, we can move them around, you know. So that with that, I'm using the same fingering for the C chord as I did for the G chord. I just moved it toward myself a string, or down a string, so on the 2 lower strings. Okay, and then we have this D chord here we're playing. And people who've already with the lesson have picked up the zine with the chords in it. And I want to turn you on to one more thing here while I'm talking about it. Is if you go to Fiddle School, all one word, .charliewalden.com. It's a subdomain of charliewalden.com. I've put links. Fiddle for Duffers, Mando for Duffers, guitar for Duffers. And so what I'm doing is I'm throwing up resource items. I'm just tossing them up there. You can have at them. There may be, sites are still under construction, but as the lessons proceed, I'll just toss stuff up there and you can kind of take a look at it. So that's at fiddleschool.charliewalden.com, but you can always get everything to go with the lessons if you go to patreon.com/Charlie Walden. Okay. All right. So now so that's the chords. Now remember last time we talked about adding a finger? Let me get at the finger view. Finger view. Here we go. Remember, we're doing this. That's our G chord. But I said we could put the 3rd finger, the ringy finger, on the 5th fret of the. People are saying, I think there's some negative commentary on the chat. I may have to block some people. Okay, so if we put the 3rd finger, our ringy finger, on the 5th fret of the D string and play the rest of the G chord, now we got like a 3-note G chord, right? And don't play the G. You can, but remember we talked about last time, we want to only play the fingers, the notes where we are fingering, because then we can do the chop thing, you know, where we push down and let off, and it makes it abrupt, you know. So same thing with C. This was our C chord before. Now we're just going to play these bottom 3 notes. So I did the same thing there. I take the C chord, which is those 2 notes, and add my ring finger on the 5th fret on the G string now. Okay, now I said last time, remember we've been playing this D. It's ringy. Michael rode the boat ashore. It's fine if you want to play that stuff, but if you want to play, you know, hillbilly music, you need to be able to chop. So if we take that C chord and move it up here, 2 frets. Well, that sounds dramatic, doesn't it? That's our D now. So So let's go back to Coming Around the Mountain. I'm just going to sing a little bit of it for you, and we'll play those chords here. I'm a man with voice this morning. My voice is in good form. Miller, I know you. Wichita Slim, I know your voice is in good form. Sing along with me, would you? Coming Around the Mountain. Here we go. It's a lot of work to play the mandolin because you got your backup stuff, you got your fills, you got the tune, you got the chords. I mean, it's tough, buddy. Okay, here we go. She'll be coming. Now we're using the new chords, though. I'll stop you right there. The G with the extra note. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Oh, yeah. She'll be coming round the new D now, mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. Go to C now. Coming round the mountain. Coming round the mountain when she comes. Oh, we'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. Oh, we'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. Yes, we'll all have chicken and dumplings. We'll all have chicken and dumplings. We'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. Okay, so we want movable chord forms now. We want to use movable chord forms because that opens up the whole neck to us, right? All right, so let's play a little bit of that Coming Around the Mountain. How are we doing on time? Let me check the time. Oh, we got time because I want to get to. We're going to skip Coming Around the Mountain. We're going to play Sugar in the Coffee instead because we played a lot of that Coming Around the Mountain, and I want to get to the rest of Westphalia Waltz today. And then I'm going to show you the tidbit of a new tune called Put Your Little Foot, which is an old Varsuvian position circle dance they used to do back in the day. Look, get out your Lloyd Shaw round dance book. It's in there, I believe. All right, so here we go. I'll play through it once so you remember how it goes. Okay, so let's play a little bit of Sugar in the Coffee. Now I'm going to play it really slow, okay? But I don't run out of time on my Westphalia Waltz. So let's play it together slow now. About right here. A couple times through. One more. I'm feeling it, aren't you? Good job. All right, here we go. Westphalia Waltz. Now, I have in front of me the tablature for Westphalia Waltz, which is attached to this post in the Lesson 5 Mandolin for Duffers post on patreon.com/Charlie Walden. It's also on this page I've created, fiddleschool.charliewalden.com, and go just for the link that says Mando for Duffers. Okay, so let's play a little bit of this. I'm going to just play from this tab here. I'll also put the notation up, by the way, if you want to read the notes, the dots. Here we go. So lovely. Hey, how'd we do? All right, so what the idea now, folks, is there's that recording. Oh, I've still got some time left. There's that recording of the tune being played. So get the tab, and just play and look at the tab. The tab doesn't have any. My tab doesn't have any indications for the length of the note. Let's see. I have a better picture of it here. So it's just the strings. So that's like the fretboard sort of. So the strings from the bottom are G, D, A, E, and so the first note of the tune, if you look at that, is open D, because if you see a 0 or an O, it means open. And then the next note is the 5th fret of the D string, and the next note is open A, and then the 2nd fret. See what I'm getting at? These are now fret numbers, not finger numbers. When we first did this stuff, I was barely getting you started. Those were finger numbers, but now we're moving on. So this is fret numbers, okay? Fret number, okay? So like the first little bit of that would be open D, 5th fret on the. So if you follow along and play this strict and play the recording I just did, play the video back, you can pretty well start to get on to where the fingering is, right? Because it is helpful if you don't have somebody sitting right in front of you to do it over and over again, and you can't see the fingers really good. The video's okay, but not like sitting with somebody, right? So it helps to have the tab, I think, if you're not sure what fret you're supposed to be on. Let's try that one more time. I think we'll try it one more time, once through in finger view. How much time have I got left? I've got 7 minutes or so. Okay, so let's just try it once in finger view. One time through Westphalia Waltz. Here we go. Whoa, this way. Okay. There we go. Ready, play. Open D. Second part. always have to do my homage to the Three Stooges. All right, so let me check the time one more time. How we doing? How we doing? Oh, we're getting down to the wire here, folks. We're getting down to the wire here. All right, so now let's play a little bit of Put Your Little Foot. That's going to be the next tune we're doing, and I'll put up dots and tab on at patreon.com/Charlie Walden. Hey, you know what? If you're not going to be a patron at patreon.com/Charlie Walden, you know what? You can still support the broadcast. If you're enjoying what you're seeing today, buy me a cup of coffee. Just go to ko-fi.com/Big Fiddle Show. All right. So here we go with Put Your Little Foot. Now, it's also in 3/4 time, but it's not a waltz. It's a Varsouvienne. It's a dance you do in the round, couples standing abreast. I've seen it done with 2 or 3 people standing abreast and doing little things with their feet. You know, put your little foot, put your little foot, put your little foot right out. Okay, so let's try it now. So it starts. I'll just play through it once for you. It's a simple tune, but it's fun to play it. Okay, that's Put Your Little Foot. So now, let me just see if I have time to play it in the slow-mo. Oh, I don't. In the finger view. I'm going to play through. So I'm going to play it half length, though. One time through each part. So watch what we got here. But I am going to put the tab up and the notation. So I'm not going to try to go through it, phrase by phrase. So it starts on the open D. And it uses a lot of arpeggio notes, surprisingly. Here we go. One time through each part. Do that again. Okay, put your little foot right out. Okay, so I think that's it for today. That's about all the time we have. Next week, lesson 6, we'll just carry on from what we're doing. More with Westphalia Waltz. Get the tab, folks. Get the tab. You can get it at fiddleschool.charliewalden.com. I'm also, by the way, I don't know if you've explored my dots page, charliewalden.com/dots. I'm going to put a link to the Mando tabs there, too, as well, where they've got links for reels, jigs, and so forth. That's all standard notation, but I'm creating a new Mando tab page. That's so exciting, don't you think? All right, folks, thanks a lot. And, you know, I got to get on out of here, or I'm going to get, if I don't get on out of here soon, I'm going to be subject to a citizen's arrest. I better get going. All right, let's see. Where's my outro thing? Oh, here it is. See, everybody? Take care. Take care. Don't take any wooden mandolins. Oh, no. That's a wooden mandolin. Okay. Everybody, have a nice time. Have a nice afternoon. We'll see you tonight at Camp Possum Wednesday session, 8 p.m. right here on this very channel. So we'll see you then, folks. Good night. Good night, everybody.